All right, hey, welcome to the pairing guide for the Kraytest Cup, which is Friday, March 13th, 2020 at Atomic Empire, the day before Krayt Cup. It's the event that is replacing the top 50 invitational that we did at the previous couple of Krayt Cups, just because we don't have a top 50 list of players to invite this year. So this is the replacement, similar, like very try-hard attitude, still fun, of course, but, like a more serious environment. And we wanted to do a quick video on the pairing process because it's significantly more complicated looking when you read it versus when you just see it once. And, oh, I've seen this before. I'm just playing League of Legends. That's how it'll feel. So, hi, Chris. What's your team name?
Oh, well, still Team Wholesome, Chris.
Nice. And I am Team The Final Order because whatever. It's fine. I'm playing the Secret 8th faction. Spoilers, I guess. All right, we need to randomly determine a first player, or actually, yeah. So for the regular Krayt Cup, for anyone who's been, the picking order is determined by bids being added up, and the team with the smaller bid, it gets to pick which team they want to be. We're not doing that for this. This is just flip a coin, roll a die, however you want to do it. So, all right, Chris, is random.org going to give me 1 or 2?
A 1.
It's a 2. Destroyed. All right, whatever. You can still pick Team A or B.
I will be Team A to see if I can do a better job in our practice runs.
All right, let's see it. So, first things first. Let's put an A here. So, got it for easy reference. There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, you're up first. So, you are going to ban one of my lists, so I can't play it. And for extra clarity here, just in case you didn't read the rules before you got here, each of us brought 7 lists, 1 from each faction, but we only have 3 players plus a potential alternate. So we're going to ban 3 of each other's lists, and then the last round, we'll each have 2 lists left and pick it like a hanger bay, which sounds, again, very complicated, but we can demonstrate really quickly. So, first thing on the agenda, Chris, what do I not get to play?
I do not want to play anyone into your vultures. So your separatist list can go, please.
Well, fine. Okay. And so that's the first thing. So in response, I will ban something, and I'm going to use my big brain over here to tell you that actually separatists just aren't allowed in this entire round. So get it out of here.
Surprisingly, that seems familiar somehow.
It's a common theme. It's weird.
My second ban, I'm going to use on Bubba and 4 Seeks, please.
And away it goes. All right, so now I have to think about what to ban again. And I'm significantly more scared of the stupid Oiken Countdown Vizier build than I should be. I really don't like this Republic squad that outbids mine by 1 in the mirror match. We're just going to axe it.
Okay.
So that's the first ban phase, so we're done with that now. So next on the agenda is Chris is going to pick, Chris, as in Team Wholesome, is going to pick a list. Team A is going to pick a list, and it's going to be his squad for the first pairing. So what do you want? What's in the box?
You always know what's in the box. It's 5 X-Wings.
Yes, all right. Yeah, here's your 5 X-Wings. And actually, we'll go ahead and mark that guy as used. I think I'm just going to take Leia and 3 X-Wings at it. It's going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned rebel off.
I don't know that I like that matchup as much as I did last time.
So what's next on our agenda, Chris?
I'm going to ban...
So Team A bans.
Yes. I'm going to ban your Republic list.
Fine. Nope. This is the worst round ever. No one gets to play the prequel factions. How are we going to spin? I don't like it. Okay, so in this round, only Chris gets to ban something. So now I'm using one of my remaining, 4 squads?
Yeah.
3 squads. And I'm picking one that he will get to pair any of his remaining 4 squads against. So he had the worst matchup for round 1 pairings, and I have the worst matchup for round 2 pairings. So like my thought process here is Rack Vader Duchess is going to have a very, very rough game against like Kylo Von Red Hollow. 3X Kaz is going to have a very rough game against like Poe, and 8FOs is going to just cry itself to sleep if it runs into Boba Fett. So we're trying to make the worst of a bad situation here. I think Rack Vader Duchess is probably what's going to happen. I'm just not going to be happy about it. All right. How sad am I going to be?
I'm actually going to put in my resistance squad into this.
All right. You see what this is, ladies and gentlemen? Unforced error. Thank you, Chris.
No, I don't think it is. I think Mythical Player B could be Mythical Player B.
I don't know. Mythical Player B is really good. I recruited him for a reason.
Okay.
All right. So now Chris has 3 squads left. This is terrible. Team Wholesome has 3 squads left. The final order has 2. So Team B is now going to ban one of these 3 remaining lists.
So and going to ban the wrong one.
Yeah. So one, true, but so the way the third matchup is going to be done to justify someone's decision making is just the same way a Hangar Bay is. So I'm going to pick 3X, Kaz A, or 8FOs in secret, one of those 2 lists, and Team Wholesome is going to do the same with their remaining 2 lists after I ban one. And just like a Hangar Bay, we'll flip over our dial or whatever, reveal whatever list we want to play simultaneously. So basically, like, let's say I've decided that I like 8FOs matchups against 2 of these lists. So like if 8FOs can dodge Boba and 2 Fearless Skulls, I think it's got a pretty good shot. Whereas 3X, Kaz, and an A-Wing is also really good, but I'm scared of Boba and I'm scared of Kylo. So I'm going to ban Boba.
Yeah.
And then we would both pick in secret, but,
he's putting in the 8FO.
That was my signal from space that I'm playing 8FO.
I put Icon Countdown Vizier into it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. All right. And then here's our matchups. So we're going to have the Rebel Mirror on one table. So 5X against Leia and 3Xs. We'll have the Resistance Poe and 3A against the Empire Rack Vader Duchess. And then lastly, it's Oiken Countdown Vizier against 8FOs.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about this is you'll note you have 3 players, not 7. So your players need to be comfortable playing more than one list, probably more than 2 lists out of your 7, just in case you get weird combinations of them. And you'll probably want to practice pairing as well, because by the time March comes around, I'm sure we'll have a couple of very common power lists that'll always be the first things banned. But if they don't get banned, you can always bring your weird hard counters to the power list and then not ban them on purpose. There's a lot of interesting strategies to pursue there. But yeah, so we'll do that every round. It'll be 5 rounds, including the cut. So it might be 4 rounds of Swiss and then a cut to top 2, or it might be 3 rounds of Swiss and a cut to top 4, just depending on what turnout is currently. If there's a whole lot of interest and there's more space, we'll add more space, hopefully. But we'll figure out the details of that later, and we'll announce it well ahead of time. So Chris, anything you want to add?
No, I think we've proven our theory here. I think Team B definitely has the better side of it. Take Team B, people.
Take Team B. Oh, so here's the real hot take. I don't know that Team B has it that much better. I think Team A brought one very off-meta list choice here that's making Team A's life a little harder.
I feel like the final order may have made me make up some lists 2 minutes.
2 minutes before we recorded. I agree. That sounds like something that might have happened. But no, in all seriousness, you can see, so matchup 1 is definitely Team B's. We're happy about this choice, right? We got to take the slightly, Leia and 3 X-Wings has a 1 point bid versus the 5X 0 point bid. Great. I'm super in. We're moving last. Everyone's going to shoot, so who cares? And then, by the end of the game, it'll probably be half a Leia versus, a very low health X-Wing. And that's a good place to be if you're Leia. This matchup 2, Poe and 3As against Rack Vader Duchess, I definitely would put a lot of money on Poe in this game. But this is again by design. Team B, the final order, is basically selling out one list of which Team A can put 4 lists against. Yeah. So yeah, it's generally this matchup's going to favor Team A. And then matchup 3 is hopefully even. I think just by the lists that you happen to have at the end of it. Like if you had another list that was good against swarms, I think this would be a wash. Would have been a little bit of a mind game for matchups. But yeah. I think it ended up favoring B. But ideally, it's a wash, and it's a pretty even matchup.
I think the mistake was actually not banning the 8 FOs here. I should have banned the 8 FOs, and you put probably a Republic in there.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely would have been a Republic pick. And actually, I'm not, because the Republic list is scared of Kylo Von Reg Hollow, because I don't know what your bid is. We didn't bother putting it in, but it's quite rotund. That's what that bid is.
Yeah, I think I would have ended up putting Bubba into that matchup.
Yeah, and then been happy about it still.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully this answers some pairing questions and such. Always easier to see it than to just, read it. And yeah, if you have any questions, join our Discord, which I'll hopefully remember to put a link to in the video. There's a channel for discussing this there, or post on Facebook or whatever. Post and fly better. Somebody answer your question. Thanks, guys. Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.